Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And as you can see, we've already started here.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
One of the great...
Rui Costa! And that is doing no harm at all.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Raul going face-to-face with his great rival. Kessié. Arsenal finding their passes. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Van Basten. He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Veron kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rui Costa. Marmouche knocks it out wide. Kessié.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and it's been played through. Good ball. And the finish! Goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed. Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And he's being shifted off it. Caceres does really well to win the ball there. Bebeto. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Marmouche. Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Raul. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to dink it through. Veron deals with that comfortably.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Great vision. Shevchenko looking to get on the end of this. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Foyt and Kessié. Nemecha. Marmouche. Kessié is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He's had a shot! Hullet. And it's Hullet. That's a lovely, neat pass. Platini has found the net here, of course. Now it's Rui Costa. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he's going to have his name taken. And it's Maldini.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bebeto. Nemecha. And this is Marmouche. Rui Costa. Now it's Platini. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Caceres. Foyt. Quality ball. He is through here. Aimed beyond the defence. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And we hit half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
This he really fancies, Peter. The second it was awarded, his brain went into overdrive.
And it's Van Basten. It's Van Basten! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Rui Costa. Caceres. Raul. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. Raul. Maldini eases him off the ball. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Turan. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pull it. It's Rui Costa. Rui Costa. Good, strong midfield running here. And this is Van Basten. And the shot! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He'll fancy Marmouche! Oh, it's hit the post! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
The attendance for this match was 60,810.
It's Bebeto. Bebeto! It's there! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Goes for a shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment.
Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number
And we have
11,
our very first corner.
Mamouche. Number 14, Pulisic.
Keeper has taken decisive
Number
action.
13, Felix Mecha. Coming on the field, number 9.
And now they can spring
Owen.
out of defence.
Number 20, Retz. Number 18, Ferrin.
He's a
Substitution
sharp
taking
little
place.
ball here. He's found a way through. And he cuts out the supply. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Looking for options for movement. And Hullet! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Vitz. Kessié. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Vitz.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's shifting through the gears here. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Vitz! That is decidedly lacking.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Maradona. Thuram. Quick look, then plays it in. Cleared away. Pull it. It's Rui! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Now, power or placement? Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! And he's managed to get free. Roberto Baggio. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's the throw. And that's definitely not his best. Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run. Chance! Oh, it's in! Late in the day, this could well be it! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 18, Ferrin.
Arsenal can make their change now with a break in play. Arsenal complete their comeback and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Pull it. Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. And this is Van Basten. Oh, shooting chance! And he's following up! And he's straight offside. Vitz has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vitz. So that's it. It is all over. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Bebeto
And
just
now,
could not help
please
himself,
turn
could he?
towards the
3
screen
goals
for
to
a
his
special
name.
presentation featuring...
So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.